What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a step-by-step installation for hood stamps, not only for Fortune Tacomas, but this will work for any of our hood stamps on the website. Pretty basic steps on how to install them, but we want to walk you through all of them. On the hood right now is the hood stamp that we completely smashed and we twisted, bent in half, and then beat up against the tire, which you can see right here in the video. This is a week. Is this a week? Basically a week of it sitting in the sun, driving around. There's something right here. Like, no one is gonna walk up to this vinyl. If I told them, hey, this is what I did to this vinyl, do you think this is the same piece of vinyl? People would say, no, definitely not. It just goes to prove that good vinyl costs money, but it also heals really, really well and will flatten out how it's supposed to when applied properly. So we're gonna grab the corner of this guy.
That's it.
Okay, step one. I just pulled our vinyl out of the box. What I'm doing is I'm gonna wipe the back side of the vinyl super well, just to make sure that there's no debris, because when I lay it on the hood, it's gonna be part of pulling off the backing, and so if the backing has stuff on it, it's gonna leave stuff underneath the vinyl. So got this all cleaned up. I'm gonna make sure, okay, there is a little bit of residue left on here, so let's get the rest of this cleaned off. So one, make sure the back of your vinyl, don't smell stuff, kids. Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so ideally you'd want to wash your vehicle, clay bar the spot, use like a solvent to get off any wax, just any contaminants on the paint, and then your final wipe will be alcohol. That's fully prepped. Prepped and clean, and then I would just go over it.
And I ceramic coated my truck.
If you ceramic coated your truck, if you ceramic coated anything, vinyl won't stick to it. The only way that you can get past ceramic is if you sand the area that had the ceramic on it, buff the ceramic off, and then apply your vinyl. But if you ceramic anything, you're done, especially if it's a really good ceramic. But this one has not been ceramic coated because we do plan on wrapping this truck a few times. So now my area is clean. Now I'm gonna go back to my hood stamp. I'm going to trim it out, and I'm gonna leave an eighth. I'm gonna say 1/8 to a 16th gap all the way around the decal so that we can line it up properly. This is the area that I'm talking about. What we wanna do is create a gap. They ship in like a square shape. And then what you're gonna want to do is just leave a very, very small, minute amount on the edge. I just feel like the closer you are to the vinyl, the more accurate your alignment's gonna be. Now we're gonna take our vinyl again. Make sure that the back is all cleaned off. One more time. If you don't want crap on your vinyl, make sure you clean off the backside. Boom. You're basically gonna hold the two front points and you're gonna bring them down to basically the point in which you're gonna have this body line kind of come up. And obviously, if you want to, you can measure from the edge of the hood in, just to make sure it's perfectly centered. With these Fortune Tacomas, it's a little more difficult because you have a valley here, a high top, and then a valley again, and then the edge of the hood. So anyway, let's say you get your hood to the point where you want it. Then you're gonna lay a piece of tape across the entire thing. With a one piece, I typically will go 2 pieces, just because you do want this to hold really, really well. If not, then it'll shift on you, and then you're back to realigning it. Oh. Okay, cool. So now that we got it aligned, there's two ways that you can align hood stamps. You can align it where you put the piece of tape in the middle, fold it up, cut in the middle, or we could have put the tape this way and installed one half and then the other half, okay? With it being a pretty flat hood, front to back is my preferred. So I taped in the half. I got it harnessed really, really well, so it's not gonna be moving around. Then what we're gonna do, oh, got the bottom of my arm. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Freaking A. That's how it's supposed to work. Then what you want to do is you want to cut away from the vinyl. Okay? You just want to make sure not to cut your vehicle. Slip that underneath. All I want to do is grab this. What I like to do first is get kind of a snug look on the front where it's nice and smooth, and then I go to a corner. Don't want to stretch it. You just want to make sure that there's no excessive tension in the middle. Then with your squeegee knife, there's a product called Slipstream that with matte and satin products works really good, not to just prevents against scratching when you're using a squeegee. I can't find mine right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right up the middle here. And you can squeegee out. Done. Okay. That's gonna allow you the ability to then work out from here. That. Go out this way. Okay. What's really nice once you get to this point, you can see where you've pressed down and where you haven't, and then you're just gonna kind of work your way side to side, top to bottom, getting out all the air and getting everything squeegee. Don't be afraid to, if you wrinkle something, lift it up and then go at it again. So you can see this right here. Instead of trying to push here and making that worse, what we'll do is we'll push actually into it. Gets rid of it. Then right here you can see there's going to be some tension building up. What I want to do is I want to distribute it down here where there is none. So now I moved some of it over here, and that can get pushed out to the edge. Boom. So that side's all done. Now we're going to do this side. That one had way less tension in the vinyl. Oh. Like no matter how clean you clean a hood, unless you clay bar it, you're always gonna have one or two little things in it. Okay, key is to not go all the way up against the paper that you just cut on the backside, or else it'll be a lot harder to pull that paper off from the backside of the upper piece. that forward. Let that go underneath. Then what we're gonna do. Oh, come on, you piece of. Jeez.
I don't know.
I don't know, let's wait till we got portals on this thing or something. All these little wrinkles down here. You gotta make sure that the vinyl. So what we want to do is the same thing. Push a bunch of the pressure up and out the back, especially for that center crease. And then I'll do like 1 or 2 other pressure kind of release it to get out of the middle. Boom. Okay, now we're just going back and forth here. Boom.
Beautiful.
Great. Ugh.
I know it's a few good.
But
We both got 3rd gen Infernos, and then we both got 4th gen, 3rd gen white.
Hey, brothers think alike, bro. Dang.
She's good.
Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a heat gun. Oh yeah. And we are going to post heat. Do I need a heat gun? Yes, I don't care if you think a blow dryer will work, unless your blow dryer can get up to 185 degrees. A blow dryer will not work.
I have a Dyson.
So is my mom. And she uses it on her hair. But if there's any spots that you feel like you maybe messed up a little bit, or there was a larger wrinkle than what you expected, or whatever, you can run a heat gun over it. Do all the edges real well. This one's way easier than the sabotaged, wrinkled one. But UPS ain't nice to stuff, bro. UPS, FedEx, whatever carrier you're going with, they just are not nice to stuff. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you install one of our hood stamps, or any of our hood stamps, or any of the makes and models that we offer. If you have any questions, email support@tacovinyl.com. If you liked this video and it was helpful, shoot us a comment down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps us grow the channel, helps us create more informational install videos for our hood stamps, decals, and other products like this. So thanks for guys for watching. See you guys on the next episode.